Said I feel brand new. Feel brand new. Yeah, I'm wound up into me, step up, I've been waiting all day. Into the game like I'm wearing warm-ups, nah, I don't play.
Alright, welcome to a new video. So today it is about 2:30. Gonna start the day off. Gotta get to the chiropractor. My lower back has been killing me. So I've been stretching, doing mobility work, different stuff like that, but it's still super tight. Lower back on this side. So gonna go see if I can get that fixed. I think it's due to the deadlifts, the heavy deadlifts I've been doing and squats. So we're gonna go see if we can get that fixed, and then probably go to the grocery store and then hit a workout later.
Born with a curse, fake rappers in my universe, that's way. Man to the game, so if you catch me with a stack, that's bait. Woo! Usually rhyming is where you can find me. Ain't no rowing team, but the crew behind me. Fake friends kill me, but the truth divide me. Winning despite the fact you despise me. All I do is rep the homies, homie. I don't listen to words you got.
So I just got out of the chiropractor's office. My appointment was at 3 o'clock. I didn't get back to the room until like 4. And then he popped me in like 5 minutes. So if you've ever been to the chiropractor office, you know that you're pretty much in and out once you get back there. So I feel like they don't do enough, but he said I do feel better now. He said my lower back was out of place, so he just snapped my lower back back into its normal position. So I do feel better, but I just wish they'd pop you more. I only go to the chiropractor when I'm like in dire need. I can usually stretch and do mobility work to fix my problems, but this time it was just, I just felt so tight with my during my lifts and all. Now I'm about to head to Kroger to get a few things. I don't have to get that much, but I just don't want to have to go out to the gym tonight. So I'm gonna go here, get some necessities, go home, and then get some pre-workout and head back uptown to the gym.
Be ready to raise, we thunder up. Stay in your place, we get in your face and thunder up. We hit the stage, we ready to raise, we thunder up. Stay in your place, we get in your face and thunder up. Open the door, let me tell you what it's.
Alright, so pre-workout, got a scoop of hydraulic from Axe and Sledge, and then a scoop of 7th gear from Axe and Sledge too. And then to snack on the way to the gym, I've got a Power Crunch bar.
Had enough for my old friends, yeah, I just knew that I wanted more. They was too concerned with what they wore, meanwhile I was running up the score. Now I hear where I land, homie, you understand, I bring thunder like I'm Thor. Called moms up and I swore she gon' get everything she praying for. Nowadays she be laying out cause them bank accounts, yeah, they offshore. You ain't down with your surroundings, then you gotta change your decor. Staying hungry like a carnivore, we don't go to sleep, we just go to war, man, y'all don't get it. Yeah, we did it. Legendary, can I get a witness? Couldn't afford to keep the lights on. Look at us now, homie, we the littest. Don't you forever get your beginnings. Never let the drive diminish. And on the way when you lose people, don't repent, homie, just replenish. Yeah.
Feel brand new, feel brand new, feel brand new. Me and my crew, feel brand new, feel brand new. So we feel brand new, feel brand new, feel brand new. Me and my crew.
Nothing you can do when we thunder up. We hit the stage, we ready to raise, we thunder up. Stay in your place, we get in your face and thunder up. We hit the stage, we ready to raise, we thunder up. Stay in your place, we get in your face and thunder up.
So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the difference between bulking and cutting. I know when I first started lifting, I didn't really understand the meaning behind a bulk or a cut and the importance that it would have. So I have 4 different categories, and I'm going to list them down below in importance. So the number 1 most important thing is rest and recovery. Number 2 is nutrition. Number 3 is training. I know this could be shocking. And number 4 is supplementation. It's not that important. So I'm going to be going through a pull workout today, starting with deadlifts, and I'm going to be working kind of heavy, and I'll be explaining all of this in more depth. Number one, rest and recovery. So this is huge, especially when you're in a caloric deficit, which means you're not taking in as many calories. This is when you would want to lose weight. So if your caloric maintenance was 3,000, this is what you would need to eat without losing or gaining any weight. So if my caloric maintenance was 2,700, I would be eating 2,200 calories if I was losing weight. With this, I wouldn't have as much energy deficit where you're losing weight. You're not taking in as many calories as you would be if you're gaining weight. So you're not getting as many nutrients in your body, and you're gonna be more hungry. So you're gonna need more rest. So I recommend 8-9 hours when cutting. And you're gonna need this because you're gonna start feeling tired over time probably. It's not as much energy as if you were taking in more carbs and bulking. So you still need a sufficient amount if you were bulking, but not as much as you would if you were cutting.
For this, baby, I was born. For this.
Never met a match I couldn't handle. No one else could ever hold a candle. Get ready for a battle, 'cause you know that I was born for this. I was born for this. Baby, I was born for this. I was born.
Nutrition. So caloric maintenance. This is the amount of calories you need to eat per day to not lose or gain any weight. So when you want to gain weight, you need to be in a caloric surplus. So if your caloric maintenance was 2,500, you would need to eat 3,000 calories a day to gain 1 pound per week. So when people say, I'm eating everything, I just can't gain any weight, you're simply not eating enough. So if you were to eat 500 more than your maintenance, you would gain. So if you want to lose weight, it's called a caloric deficit. So you would just subtract 500 from your maintenance. So when you're in a surplus, you're gaining weight, your strength is going up, you really want to take advantage of the calories. Now it is important not to eat everything in sight when you're trying to gain weight because you'll gain too much fat. So they call it a lean bulk. This is when you're taking in, like I said, 500 more than what you would be maintaining. And this is a pretty accurate scale of how to gain weight with minimizing fat. You're still gonna gain fat, but not as much. And you really wanna take advantage of these calories to put on muscle. Not to say you can't put on muscle when you're in a deficit, but when you're in a surplus, you're eating more calories, which leads to more muscle growth. So when you're in a surplus, you want to take advantage of the calories, put on as much muscle as possible. So when you trim down into the deficit, you're going to pop more of your abs. Everything that you put on is going to pop more when you take all those calories away and you're in a deficit. So you really, really want to take advantage of being in the surplus. Work your tail off. I'm in a surplus right now, so I can tell my strength is going up. I leaned down from 206 to 178, and I can start seeing abs, more leanness, more striations. The body fat went down, but my strength kind of went down. So this is important to maintain as much as you can, maintain as much strength as you can in that deficit.
No one else could ever hold a candle.
All right, workout is complete. Time to head home. Gonna eat probably some chicken and pasta, and then go over the last two things. All right, training. So I've heard a million different ways to train on a bulk and a cut. A lot of things I hear is on a cut, you want to keep reps high, low weight, and on a bulk, you want to keep weight high, low reps. But to me, and the most throughout my experience and the most progress from other people that I've seen, is to keep the intensity high, keep the weight high, whether you're bulking or cutting, especially when you're cutting, because that helps maintain the muscle mass when you're in a deficit of calories. So you're going to want to focus heavy on your compound movements like bench, squat, deadlift. You're going to want to keep those high because you're not going to be taking in as many calories. So it's going to help maintain that muscle mass through your training, because you're going to be incorporating more cardio when you're in a deficit. And when you're dieting, you're going to start maybe 3-4 days a week with cardio, maybe 5, and it's going to up throughout the diet. So it's like an 8 or 16 week cut. Most likely your cardio is going to increase over time, so you're going to want to prioritize cardio instead of keep cutting calories over time, because when it gets below like 2,000, I feel like that's getting into an unhealthy range. So I know for myself, I would rather eat more food and do more cardio rather than cutting calories over time to keep losing weight, because it gets harder over time. The first 4 or 5 weeks on a diet, maybe 6 weeks, you're gonna see the water weight come off. You're gonna be losing 2-3 pounds a week, and then it's gonna get tougher. Week 8, it's gonna get rough. It's gonna be tougher to lose weight because all the water weight's gone. And that's when you're gonna have to up the cardio, maybe lower your calories a little bit, but you're already gonna be eating not a lot of food already. So that's why cardio is important. As in bulking, training is the same. You want to keep your compounds high, your weight high, try to increase your strength as much as possible. Like I said, you're going to be in a surplus of calories, which is going to be easier to build muscle. Supplementation. This one's not as important. I think there's a big misconception on, a lot of people ask, well, what do I need to take? When it's not that important. The supplements really don't matter. It's all about the nutrition and recovery and sleep. So, you could take protein powders. The only one that I would recommend really that would benefit you a lot is creatine, whether you're bulking or cutting. I know a lot of people worry about if they're trying to lose weight, then they're afraid that creatine will make them gain weight, when that's not true. It won't affect you, so don't be afraid to take it. I've taken it forever. And the only thing it'll do is increase your strength, so I highly recommend that you take it. Protein powders, they're good. I barely use them though. So if you're cutting, that's when you'd really need them, just to help you hit your protein every day. So other than that, all I use is pre-workout and like a pump product. I hope this video helped a little bit on explaining the difference between the two. Remember, focus on nutrition, get plenty of sleep, and train hard. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.